Hi, my loves. How are we doing? I really want to talk about what is it at this time you need to really release. We just exited a full moon, well, yesterday, but technically this super moon is supermoon's energy is going to be lingering on what for the next 4 to 5 days. Okay, so and let's be real, a lot of things that we need to release. I don't care what full sign the full moon's in. It's all about releasing things that no longer serves us in order for us to move forward in life. And a lot of things that we release a lot of times is our ego. We do naturally, a lot of us have a hard time having faith, having crazy expectations, wanting control, not trusting in divine timing. So I feel like that has been, I guess, I don't want to say the problem, but I guess that one thing that you've been trying to release. So let's just see, I guess, what's going on. What is it that you're trying to process right now? And then how to process it also moving forward. Because obviously this is all going to help you for the long haul. So if you're feeling called, I'm also hearing to rest over this next few days. Do so. Okay. Let me see. What is it you're trying to release at this particular time? What is this collective trying to release, please, at this particular time? Because sometimes when we release things like, our ego, things that we kind of do to ourselves, sometimes those are the hardest to release than like people, Let's just see, what is it you're trying to let go of at this particular time? Okay, wow, Ten of Swords and Judgment. Wow. This collective, I have to say, you're really trying to let things go. Let a situation, a person, whatever this is. Again, it's a very general read. I think you're really trying to let a lot of things go, specifically with that Ten of Swords, things that have hurt you, things that have stabbed you in the back. This is betrayal. This is pain. I don't think this collective, you want to hold on to that anymore with that Judgment. I think that you're trying to, but again, it's very much easier said than done. A lot of times this has been a healing journey for this collective, but there is something about maybe you are trying to take advantage of this full moon's energy as far as really trying to release this. There is a memory of a betrayal that has happened that you felt like has always held you back, especially if maybe consciously that it is over, it's done, but subconsciously there's still clearly something you're holding on to. This feels more aggressive. Yet Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I feel like whatever this situation is about, you've always followed your heart. Well, my heart told me this. You're kind of like, no. Heavy Libra energy coming out of this, but this is heavy. This is air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Like Libra, I'm hearing with that, just scales. That's not fair. No, quit following my heart. My head, they hurt me. This thing hurt me. It's time to let it go. But I think what's held you back is you've always followed your heart. You've always followed where, your emotion. And now I think you're done. I think you've hit a point this, as of yesterday, today, the last week or so, you're done. Let me see more about this. Feels more aggressive out of this collective. Like I said, maybe you are kind of in this boat. Maybe for some of you, you could be feeling emotional right now because you're releasing. But for others of you, you may actually are trying to, get your moods back in check. At least try to find yourself again. Find that spark again. You're really trying to close a chapter. Don't make it fit. Yeah, Temperance. You're choosing yourself. Good for you. Yes. Let me see more, though, as far as, because, again, with that following your heart, it's always been hard to let go of this thing. Why have you had a hard time letting it go? Queen of Wands. Oh, wow. And Queen of Cups. What did I just say with that Queen of Cups? There's two feminine energies coming out of this. And I think that's you. I think you've always done the one side. You've always had, I don't want to say feelings, like I said, whatever this message is implying about, but again, you've had such a deep emotional connection towards this thing. I think you've always led with your heart on whatever this brutal ending's been for you, okay? You've always been in this spot of, but I love this thing, or I care about them, and they care. Always, like, as bad as it sounds, I'm hearing, I always made weird excuses for this thing. With that Queen of Wands energy, man, your fire literally is coming back. You could be a fire sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Why did I say Gemini, Libra, Aquarius again? That clearly that heavy air energy is coming out of this. I meant to say Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm sorry. There's a lot of signs here, but there's heavy water energy also as well. Okay. But the other side of you is like, no, we got to keep moving forward. We need there. It's almost like another side of you is coming out. And as bad as it sounds, I think with that temperance here as well, you've always blamed this person for you not moving forward in your life. I feel like you have always backtracked, you know, especially with this Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands energy. And this is not to, you know, slap you on the wrist like this is part of your healing journey, but you always have a tendency of, again, leading with your heart. Well, I love this thing. No, knock it off. You've always, like, I feel like when it comes to this person, situation, group of people, whatever this is, it's like the moment you start to feel better in life, you always have that problem of turning back, you know, around to see if that thing is still behind you. No. And again, no wonder you're being more aggressive, because maybe you are being hard on yourself right now, doing they're not coming back. And if they do, I'm not letting them back in. This was painful. This was brutal. This was meant to teach me a lesson. Stop opening up that chapter. It's like, in a funny way, as bad as it sounds, I'm seeing like, and this is not a bad thing, I'm kind of seeing like a Jekyll and Hyde. It's like your soft side and then your demon side comes out of like, no, real quick. And now I think, but it's just more of, again, you're breaking out of this mindset of you don't need this thing anymore. What do we need to do to move forward? What do you need to do moving forward? Oh, 9 of Cups. What did I just say? The only thing that's stopping you from your 10 of Cups is your pride and ego. So the 9 of Cups and then the 5 of Cups in reverse. And I think with that Judgment too, there is something about, you know, you've always wanted a judgment call on the situation. You've either always wanted closure, you wanted answers, and for a lot of you, you never truly got whatever this is, the answers as far as why did this happen? Why did somebody behave the way they did? Why did they treat you that way? As bad as it sounds, you may never get that answer. And to be honest, they may not have an answer for you. Sometimes some people are just shit people. Some people are just not good people. And that is a hard pill to swallow, because I feel like with that Queen of Wands energy, there's a reason I brought up like angels and demons, like your, you know, darker side. I'm just using that as a hypothetical term. It's like you want to do something about it. But then your softer side comes in and goes, no, we love this thing. It means well. This part of you is about to go. Let me confirm that Queen of Wands. I think that side of you is about to go. I think you're about to ignite a completely dark, feminine energy. It's like you're cracking open a shell. Are you kidding me? 4 of Wands. 4 of Pentacles. You're coming home to yourself right now, and you're setting your guards up, not to the point that you're like hurting other people. I think as you're entering an era, you're taking yourself seriously. Personal advice, do a cord cutting. If this person's energy is still lingering around, and if you don't need a cord cutting on this person, cord cut on the situation, because I feel like, yeah, the Hermit, do some more reflection, because you still have that tendency to, you know, look over your shoulder to see if they're still behind you. Maybe you need it. There is something about you got to cut it off. Let me see more about the situation. King of Swords. There's your 10 of Cups. And I think what's holding you back is that's where I'm saying for a lot of you, you never knew about. You may never get like the closure or response or the truth, whatever that part's applying to you of what you're wanting. What has always stopped you is you waiting for an answer out of this person or waiting for an answer out of the universe. Here's the thing with that 4 of Wands. You're coming home to yourself, meaning I feel like you already know. You know what I mean? For the right collective, you would know. You already know. Some people are just shit people. Quit looking back as far as, are they following me? And even if it's not coming from a place you want this person back, but you're having a hard time letting chaos go. And I think deep down it scares the crap out of you to really leave this person behind. You want your 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups, get rid of your pride and ego. Maybe cut that off. This person clearly does not serve you.